So I thought I'd share more about our Thriving Cultures Senior Leadership Team program, which we've been running for the last few years at Thrive. Where does it come from? What's it all about? So it's based broadly on a framework from Lencioni and the 5 dysfunctions of a team. Amazing model. Very briefly, all based on trust, because if people don't have trust, then they will not have conflict. If they don't have conflict, they're not able to feel heard, then they won't have commitment. This is where we bring in the Thomas Kilmann model and the work of organization and relationship systems coaching. So now we've got an ability to deal with conflict, because if we don't have conflict, then people will not feel heard and they won't commit to the decisions that are made. And if they don't know what they're committing to, they won't either. So this is where we get really deep and discover the whys and the hows, or the purpose and the values of the team or the organization that we're working with. Incredibly important. The purpose, why people get up in the morning and why they go beyond. What's it all about? What's the impact that they're going to have on the world? And then the hows, the actions people are taking when they're at their best, moving in the direction of that why or purpose. Again, this is why CEOs, co-founders and leaders like yourself won't need to get pulled in to micromanaging and detailed decisions and infighting between different silos, because you'll have a structure, a real culture that people know how to describe, and they know how we do things around here. Then what? So then we need to move to accountability, because if people aren't committed to the decisions, then they won't hold themselves accountable. And for this, we use the 4 tendencies. Awesome stuff. 4 tendencies that people have around commitment, and really get them to understand how they are and how they can help the people around them be more accountable. Because only when people hold themselves and each other accountable will they have that attention on results. That's it in a nutshell. This is why the leaders that we work with have teams that are able to build trust, rebuild trust, and maintain trust in their teams as well. Why they're able to deal with conflict, because they've got a structure and a way of being around conflict that allows that constructive conflict to happen, so that people will be committed to the why of the team, the organization, to the hows, operationalizing the values. And because of that, they will be able to hold each other accountable and themselves. And because of that, you won't feel like you're the only person that cares about the results.